Hey, how's it going, two viewers? Let's get to the control room. Nope, that is not the control room. I don't want to hear myself talk. That would weird me out. Live control room, there we go. Hey guys, sorry I had to restart my laptop. I upgraded to Ubuntu 1804, and it's not a huge improvement actually. Let's take a look. Where is the link? Nope, no, don't start playing. I'm just trying to find the link so I can share this with in the right clicks in the new Ubuntu don't work great either, so it's been a lot of clicking around. So, but I still have my 4 workspaces. It took me a little while to get that back, but I did. All right, Tiny Minecraft. So, what do you guys want to see today? Where is my live control room? There we go. And can you guys all hear me? Someone give me a thumbs up or something. Testing. Built-in headset microphone. Yes. Okay, that's good. Yep. Okay. Good. Wonderful. All right. So I can give you guys a brief update on where we're at. Unfortunately, like I said, my laptop just hit a snare with Ubuntu 1804 right before this, but as we can see, they're wandering around. They've mined a lot of these trees to the bone, and they continue to dig up my crafting tables. Not over here, luckily. I've got about 4 crafting table sites, and as of this morning, I have not seen any new crafting behaviors, but I haven't checked in a couple hours. So, and they can't mine this one here because this one's in the spawn area, which is the only reason why that sign is still standing. But so also one of the most interesting things I've found is that there's this cave here that they often end up in. Now notice they're not digging through the ground at random spots into stone, right? So no one said, hey, I want to dig a bunch of dirt and going down. Actually, this hole seems to be new. That's pretty cool. But the only place where they seem to be digging a giant hole is here. Now, if you look at this, I go in here half the time, and there are guys way down here. Look at this. Look at that. They're even placing wood down here. If you see, the only thing that they're not digging, for the most part, are these clumps of resources in a lot of ways. Yeah, I'm dying. We made it all the way. They dug all the way down to bedrock, and they may have cleared this out. Just looking at the pattern, this does not look like anything we've seen, but it's fairly common for me to see guys hanging out down here. I think they've dug so much that the lava is now coming in and killing them fairly quickly, but that's a little crazy right now. They've gotten to the point where they've got the diamonds, and I guarantee that they were, well, I can't say I guarantee, but hey, we've got the Super Jerry's. Oh, I should mention this. Super Jerry, thank you for lending some CPU space and actually being the first one to contribute, besides me, to the ChaosCraft project with your Windows fix to make sure that the NPM build works on Windows now. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for the help, and shout out to you. That's why you're hanging out on the server somewhere in observer mode. So with that said, I'm gonna take a look and see what you guys want to see. What are you guys saying over here? There are like 4 or 5 holes around. Ah, gotcha. And if anybody else is interested in running these bots, let me know and I can set you guys up. I just got to whitelist you guys, so my Minecraft shut down and froze. I can set you guys up. So with that said, I guess I'll boot up my stats. Well, I'll take any questions you guys might want to ask. Gotta get everything in its right spot. No problem. All right, so sorry I had this all again set up before we started this, and then it completely just broke right before I started here. So just gonna boot up the local server and boot up the local www. And so the www is that web interface you guys see me poking around in a lot of times. Hopefully, in a matter of seconds, this will load up. I'm going to show you guys something that I found interesting. So I was a little worried that I guess I can pull that up as well. Half chance my computer freezes right now. We have 21,418 bots in the queue ready to be processed still. I should make an easy report for this. And we've gone through 12,000 bots so far since the last time it reset. Now the server's pretty darn full right now, which is annoying. Why is it there? So here's the view of the active bots. Now I was a little afraid, since we don't seem to be seeing a wide variety of behaviors, that the 269 generation may have just had all the same brain. So I pulled up a couple of their brains to take a look. And we can see here, I was a little afraid. I said, okay, you got 530 nodes, and 2 of them are from 269, 2 of them from 268. I look at the next guy. We got 530 nodes, 2 of them 269, 2 of them 268. I was like, okay, that's not good, but it could be different nodes because roughly they should add about the same amount of nodes each time. It's a little randomized, but then this guy had 529 nodes, and one of them was 269 and 2 of them were 268. So it's like, okay, at least they don't all have the same nodes, it appears. And you can see this one starts off with a debug and an entity move, and like 90, well, out of 530 nodes, all but 2 of them are going to be the exact same for the most part. So basically looking at this, I'm pretty sure they're getting randomized nodes. I don't know which one is. So they'll say they're gen in there. I need to put like a filter in there. It says origin gens 119. So this guy got that node from his ancestor gen 119. So I do need to put in there something where I can highlight nodes by generation or something like that, so I can take a look a little bit easier at the newer nodes and figure that out. That actually just is a big help just saying that out loud. So thank you guys for helping draw that out. All right, we got T-Love. Did you know that I was a human? T-Love, I guess I assumed it. I guess there's no way to prove it. How fast are the bots being created? They are, let's take a look at the fitness function here, which we talked about. Also, Super Jerry, thank you. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. But the bots are being created. Thank you for the get ignore bit as well. The bots are being created in real. No, that's not it. What was that? Services. Fitness manager. The bots are being created in real time whenever they do one of these achievements. To an extent, 17. So they're collecting 17:3, which I believe is, let's find out what it is. I don't remember actually. Any of these would, then that gives them a chance of respawning. I should probably dial that down because we're pretty full up from that. They craft any of this stuff, it gives them a chance of spawning. So this happens in real time on achievement. And it's based on like the number. So they have between, say, 1 and 10. Well, this guy can have between 10 and 100 children if he manages to craft this stuff, which they do. They just don't place blocks. Because right here, if they do that, they're going to get up to 1,000 children at a 5,100. We're just kind of waiting on that right now. So that's the fitness manager function for those of you guys interested in looking at this in more detail. Yep, there you go. So I just looking at that, there's probably some touching up I could do. I think every once in a while they're spawning more 269s, and we're kind of just stuck in this like weird spot where we're not getting to where we need to be. So trying to think of anything else. Oh, the leaderboard. Let's look at the leaderboard. Let's get rid of these. And the leaderboard, for those of you guys that don't remember, the leaderboard tells us who is the guy, for this example, the most kills. Because we're not really training for kills, we're not giving any bonus for kills, it looks like we just got this one that it killed anything. Let's look at crafting. Of course, we're all curious about the crafting table. Have they crafted? And these are successful crafts. Look at this. They're crafting tables all day long. Look at that. All sorts of crafting tables. Matter of fact, let's look at player collect and see who's even picked up a crafting table, which could have been from me, from something with the digging and stuff like that. I picked up apples, picked up glowstone. They must have mined the glowstones I put there. Somebody randomly mined that. They picked up raw chicken, which means somebody's killed that. They picked up sugar cane. They picked up seeds. They picked up a sign. They picked up so many different things. Where is it? Crafting table. Look at all these guys picked up. This guy managed to harvest 18 crafting tables. I'm pretty sure he's just digging the ones I did that. So, okay, that's cool. Okay, let's go back and let's look at place block. Crafting table. One guy, besides Adam Zero, who's programmed to do it. I could probably boot him up right now, give him a crafting table, and set him on stone. Let's actually do that to verify that Adam Zero still does what I want him to do. Like, make sure that there's not some bug in there that just went weird. Oh, that's right. I got kicked out of here. Give me a second to boot back up Minecraft. So while we're doing that, So no one's placing those blocks. Let's look at place block attempts. Now, where is that? Place block attempts. So this is like an achievement they get before they actually manage to place blocks. I think this one's got a few more people that have tried to place blocks, but have somehow, in some capacity, failed miserably. And I'm not fully sure how. I guess I could bring back one of these guys and have them, give it a shot. So there goes Minecraft. Yeah, I'm not super happy with Ubuntu today. I had this new Ubuntu 18, so I'm going to look back, see if anybody's got any questions in here. Hey, really interesting behavior with those holes. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, they're sporadic from thousands of generations of them playing, hammering through it. I guess thousands of, not generations, but thousands of bots that a lot of them could be the same generation. So no other questions here. Cool. Let's take a look. Multiplayer. Connect to the server. And Adam, evidently Rick killed Adam. So Adam's in a hole there. I'm going to set up an experiment spot up here next to Rick. And if I put a bunch of stone on the ground, Adam's likely to place, and I got to give him some crafting tables, but Adam's likely to place crafting tables. Which actually, now I think about it, may spawn some additional atoms, which would be annoying. Rick, you're just killing everyone. I need to fix that. So let's go and get Adam up here. Come on. Okay, did Adam go offline? Nope, my entire system is just freezing up. Hey, I think you guys can hear me. So sorry about that. It's very much not impressed with Ubuntu 18.8. Someone or 18.4. Someone told me it was going to be more stable. They were not correct. So ideally, be back online in a moment here. I kick off ChaosCraft server here. There's probably something I've got to tweak or something because it should not be using up as much of the processing power of this machine as it is. This is a XPS 13 top, solid state drive, top of the line. It's just failing. Look at this right here, the rendering of this. Where's everything else? All right. Let's run at him again. Get him on there. And Adam's not online yet. Come on, Adam. Come on. I'm disconnected. Starting to reconnect, set up bot, logged in. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's annoying. There we go. Oh, what the heck? You kicked or something? Kicked Minecraft undefined. Kicked timeout. Place block. No vec was found. Block was not air, water, lava. One of those days, guys. Okay. Now let's give you, hopefully you'll quit this. And he's just getting booted. No idea why he's getting booted as possible. My computer's just not going fast enough right now. So the upgrade to Ubuntu, which is just screwing me. guys. Yeah, don't blame me if I just lost a bunch of viewers because my computer froze twice. So now I'm on my MacBook Air, which is, I don't have any of that stuff on. All I've got is Chaos Trainer stuff on here. But yeah, that's really sad. Ubuntu, like, way to make your product actively worse. So I should probably put my headphones in this one so you guys don't have a weird echo. Hey. All right. So I suppose that concludes most of what we got because I can't seem to keep this thing to stay online and cast at the same time. The stream died and you got disconnected from the server, yeah. So I'm not sure if you guys have any other questions for me. I do want to run the Atom experiment, but clearly something is wrong with this new setup of Ubuntu 18.04. So I have to go and spend my time doing that. If you guys are interested, I can walk you guys through some Chaos Trainer stuff. If anybody is interested in the nuts and bolts of a neural network, give me like a thumbs up or something here, guys, if you want me to do that. The brain file format is, you picked the perfect time for that question. Let's, where's it? There it is. This is a .json file for now, but it'll eventually be a .nn, something like that, or I'll add some fancy format to it. But as you can see, it's got the file location here. It doesn't have a name yet because I just started coding this the other day. And it's got a list of neurons here. So this neuron is ID 0, 0, 0 being the generation, the first 0, and the second 0 being its placement in there. So there'll be 0, 1, 0, 2. And right now I'm only giving them 3 neurons. And so this guy is going to turn, and there should be a rotation in here, but I have to look into why that's not here. That should be in this properties thing. So like it'll say like turn 3 degrees to the right, turn 5 degrees to the left. This one's a move one, which will have basically, I'm only giving them forward backwards movement right now, but the turning will allow them to turn as well. They can't side strafe, whatever it is. And then in here, it's got the dependencies. And so the dependency right here, there's neuron ID. So that's not right. Something's wrong here. So I know that this isn't quite right, but this should actually be a hidden neuron in the middle. But either way, let's just say we're not going to have a hidden layer, which it's going to. I don't know why it's like that, but I got to figure this out. And so then it'll say, okay, I want to take the output of input 0, 0 and input 0, 1 and input 0, 2. And if all those, are weighted correctly and it's above my sigmoid function, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do anything above 0.5 for now. Those all average out to above 0.5 and it'll fire this out. Okay. And so we can go and look at input number 0, 0. And input number 0, 0 is my debug input because I'm still, like I said, still working on this. But let's just say that it was, let's go look at my other inputs here. These are always out of order. Put these in order every time. They always end up moving out of order. So we'll have a can see input. So it'll say can see tile, lava. So that'll be that. So if that's true, then the result of this will be 1, we'll say. And then that's weighted, by this weight here. And if that's, if let's just say there was only 1 dependent here, then they would turn 3 degrees to the right based on the fact they could see a lava tile at that spot, if that makes sense. So this is supposed to be a 3x3 by, supposed to be basically let's see if I can get the, real quick. Let's see, neural network See if I can get a visual for you guys. Here we go. So it's supposed to have a hidden layer here, but unfortunately for us, that hidden layer did not save this time. It's, to my knowledge, generating them. I have a whole hidden neuron class, knows what layer it is, makes my display much easier in the future. But yeah, if that makes any sense. Does that answer your question, Super? Is it Gary or Jerry? Jerry, all right, Gary, I don't know. Keep just thinking of the Parks and Rec show. Hopefully that answers your question, but this is what we're working on. And these are supposed to be floating point to there, but somehow it's changing my floats, like, which is just like 0.8, which you can see. Hold on. Where the heck is it? There we go. See, it does a weight 3. This is where it generates it. Weight 3, weight 0.5. Like it averages out there. So this is what I was working on right before this, and this is what I'll be working on afterwards. So I'm severely unhappy with my Ubuntu machine right now. I don't even want to look at it. So that does answer your question. Cool. Yeah. So what I want to do is we're going to probably change it to YAML or something that compresses a little tighter than JSON. Though I hate writing in YAML, but we could do it. And then I'm thinking about making it so you guys can sign it, because I want it so you guys can share neuronet stuff. Unity debug log cuts out some parts of the number. Really? So, okay. Because where's my CMath? By math, it means I'm trying to make this as simple as I can. There's my brain maker class. It's just doing a random integer from 1 to 10 there. Int, min, and max. And so I'll just go between 1 and 10 and divide it by 10. So I don't know, figuring this out. I'm still pretty new to C#. So cool. Any other questions? Super Jerry, I think you're just the only one left, man. Funny is the machine running Minecraft server is running 18.4 and has not frozen yet. So I got to figure out what's going on. Maybe this isn't like my Dell setup. I can't send the URL. What URL? Oh, URL to specifics. Gotcha. So, and this is pretty much the same format as it is for ChaosCraft as well. Yeah. All right. I'm going to hop offline here and relocate to a room that's less of a sweat box, but I will be online if people want to keep the conversation going. Thanks again for everybody that checked this out. I love when you guys get excited about this stuff, because I get really excited about it too. So feel free to share it. And, you know, if I can help you guys out, let me know. What we got here? Ah, nice. Thank you. So, all right. I will talk to you guys all later. Have a good one.